So,
Awesome. Okay.
all
Because
right.
I would love feedback, because really this is about, I do this all day, every day. But this is about me wanting to make it meaningful, purposeful, and understandable for all those who are working with students with disabilities, whether it's under 504 or whether it's under IDEA. So I welcome, constructive feedback on, maybe if this or maybe if that, because we can always grow.
Well, and actually, this is one of the things I wanted to mention to you because I think one of the opportunities here is you're not the only person on the planet who does this, right? And I think, well, no, I'm serious, you are.
No,
And
I'm
I
not.
think there may be some real good subject matter experts that I would love to engage and have you two, get in here and let's really dig into the nuts and bolts of some of this content that you're going to talk about over the next few weeks. That maybe we have another guest at some point where we bring another perspective to the point of or to the topics that we're talking about.
Hmm,
If from a sharing perspective, because
sure.
that's one of the things I wanted to do when we got involved in this initially was not only to support you and what you're trying to do, but also other people, because you don't, you live where you live and you have a reach that you can affect. But with folks outside of that area, surely they have a network and folks and also experiences that Lord knows you have a ton of experience with the years you've had. But it's sometimes nice to have other people with experiences they've had as well. So I think
Absolutely.
that would be beneficial to consider. And if anyone watching either has themselves are interested or somebody that may be interested in participating in the discussion, would love to have additional folks just discuss whether or not it makes sense. So
Yeah,
kind of
that's perfect.
the whole point of this tag advocacy group is to actually advocate on behalf of the children and support the parents. That's the whole point of this initiative. So both the live stream and all, as well as all the other stuff. So
And then the second, I agree with you. And then the second piece to that is also being able to help inform educators. Because as a former educator myself, I didn't know what I didn't know. And I was very fortunate when I first started in as a teacher and as a special education teacher. I was very fortunate in the district that I started in at that time. The support that they provided to me. And I do believe that it was because of that support that kind of got my foundation and got me moving forward. And, things change, districts grow, personnel comes and goes. And oftentimes I do I do feel like that the educators are wanting information and that they are thirsty for knowledge about what to do. And I do believe that even that teachers or district level administrators or local school administrators who are responsible for overseeing, you know, the provision of services for students with disabilities, I think they can benefit from this as well. I'm not in this part of what we're doing. I'm not looking in any shape, form, or fashion to blame anyone. I truly believe deep down that teachers do not go to school to mess things up. They go to school to do the best they can every single day, and they're struggling. And in these course of the past 2 years, they're struggling. But what comes tied to that is there are laws and there's implications and there's practical implementation of things. And I'm hoping that through all of this that we can, when we talk about a team, that we are a team as opposed to 15 people on one side and a parent and or two parents and an advocate on the other. I hope we can be a team and be collaborative. I'll get off that soapbox, but I do think that it's not just, and I'm not saying, Dr. Dukes, that you were saying that, but I do
no.
want to put out there that I do believe that the information in this forum and what we're doing in this format, that this information is not just for families, it's for anybody that educates a child.
Well, that's actually what I was referring to. Whether it's a teacher, whether it's a child, whether it's or a teacher or a parent or an advocate, the goal should be, and I know it is with TAG, is to advocate for what's the best outcome for the child, which I know the vast majority of teachers, north of some 95, 99%, I would think that's the reason they became teachers to begin with.
Absolutely.
And what I'm hoping to do through this, and I want to engage with teachers as well, is you made the statement, which is exactly right. You don't know what you don't know. And this can help educate and inform folks who want to do the right thing, but they may not necessarily know that that's part of the plan. I mean, I was, coming from a non-education background, when I started doing the research, I was dumbfounded with the amount of evaluation that occurs so early with the elementary education. And then when I look at the course curriculum for what a lot of the universities provide as far as support and teaching, it's not as detailed and functional as this is, because you and I've talked about this a lot, and potentially down the road we offer something like that. But in the interim, that's what you're getting, hopefully, through this live stream and maybe some interaction with either teachers or advocates or whatever. I think there's a big opportunity to help educate where folks need it. Where they don't, fine, they don't. But where they do, I'm hopeful that it'll bring all parties together. And ultimately, at the end of the day, the goal is for be advocating for what the best outcome for the child is. So
exactly.
That's what happens. So great discussion tonight.
Has been a great discussion. It was great to see you, Dr. Dukes. It was great to see you, Linda Lee, although I can't see you, and anyone else who is here. Thank you so much for participating tonight, asking your questions. I look forward to seeing you all next week, and keep your questions coming. Everyone be well and be safe.
All right. Thanks for everyone. Appreciate it.